Today is the advanced flow. So I just want to say up front, it is okay if you are not ready for this class yet. I don't even feel entirely ready for this class, and I've been practicing Pilates for a long time now. So it is okay to go back, and it's okay to be a beginner at things and go back to those beginner classes. I will be shouting out some modifications that you can make along the way today, but just know it's also okay to just stop and not complete it or wait it out. Jump back in when you're ready. That's the beauty of a workout that's filmed beforehand, is you get to call the shots. It's your workout. We're gonna start all the way down on the mat. Zip inner thighs, knees, and feet together. Flex the toes, arms reach up to the ceiling. We're reaching up overhead without pulling the lower ribs off of the mat. Exhale, curl chin to chest. Maybe you lift the legs to eye level and we take it into hundreds. Inhale 5, exhale. Rest, return back to the mat. From here, we take it all the way up and over for 3 pulses and all the way back down. Roll up. Great opportunity here to plant those feet if you need to. That'll give you a little bit more leverage. You can always hold underneath your thighs. You can always also just rock up as far as you're able to go and roll back down. Lots of choices for your practice depending on what you need. Let's go for one more. Awesome. All right, from here, we're going to bring the legs a little bit wider. Lay all the way back down. Pull the shoulders down, press the hands into the mat. Lift the legs up, bring them up and over, parallel to the floor if possible. Flex the toes, open the legs, and roll all the way down. Circle it, do it again. So legs come up, zip together, think one long leg, they open, and then we bring it down. So right away, we're going into an inversion. Original Pilates. Joseph does not play. If you are not ready for this, you can replace it with just little bitty reverse crunches. We're gonna reverse this. So we open up, go overhead, flex, zip together, and come down. Trying to find that balance on our shoulders here. And bring it down. All right, right leg's gonna come down to the mat, left leg up to the ceiling. Point the toes, but think about standing on that right leg, trying to keep our hips even. We bring it down over to the right, out and up. Only as big as you can avoid any hip click, really finding that connection. From the feet to the seat, through the midline of the body, reverse it. If you are feeling any hip click, maybe make the circle smaller, make it more like an oval. Good. Left leg down, right leg up, same thing. Trying to keep those hips stable. This also turns on your obliques. And reverse it. Find that squeeze at the base of the seat near the back of the thigh. Activating the muscles there will help you stay stable. Also will help get some of that work out of the hip flexors. Okay, from here, hug knees into the chest. Heels come together, toes come apart. We're holding on to the shins close to the ankles. We rock up and we roll back and over. Rolling like a ball. This is great for helping you build up to a sit-up, like a teaser or a roll-up. Let's go for one more. We hold it up. Right leg into the chest, left leg hovers, bring it back down, hovering off the mat, 2 pulls, switch. Finding that pull from the upper back here. Work for the abdominal wall to hold us up. This is your single leg stretch. Sometimes called single leg pull because you are activating the back muscles to pull each side. One more each way. Keep that head up, heels together, toes apart. Extend arms and legs. Circle around, bring it back in. Notice that my chest is staying lifted here the whole time. I'm using my upper abdominals to stay as still as possible. One more. Good. Rest your head for just a second. Rock side to side if you need to massage the lower back. We're going to hop into the next thing. Sometimes not included in an original classical flow, but it's a really good one to practice. So right leg is straight, left leg's hovering. Again, we find 2 pulls and we switch to the other side. This is your single straight leg stretch. It definitely helps build you up towards scissors, as well as some other exercises. One more each way. Heels together, toes apart, hands behind the head. Inhale, lower the feet. Exhale, lift. Double straight leg stretch. Let's go for one more. Bend the right knee in. Think left armpit over to the right knee. Switch it through. Kind of like a bicycle crunch, but a lot more controlled, intentional, really twisting from the obliques. 4 more total. There's 4. There's 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, we're gonna make our way all the way up. We're gonna bring our feet a little wider than the mat. Flex the toes up to the ceiling. Hands come down in between the thighs. You round forward, think longest C-curve shape of the spine. 3 pulses. And sit up. That spine stretch forward for you. So I'm trying to tilt my pelvis up and underneath me to create that C-curve through the lower back. It's a really great stretch for your lower back. Excellent. Now, because I don't have an actual long Pilates mat, I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit because now we're moving into open leg rocker, which is another overhead movement. You can always replace this with rolling like a ball instead. Traditionally, we lift the legs up. We hold up near the ankles. We want the arms straight and the shoulders down as much as possible. So if you need to bend the knees a little bit, that's okay. From here, keeping the legs wide, we roll back and we roll up. Try to keep the chin off of the chest as you find that balance on the shoulders. Couple more. Hold it up at the top, abs up and in. Close the legs, open, close, open, close, open. Keep them closed. Flex the toes. See if you can reach for them. Shoulders still stay down. We roll back and up. And we lay all the way back down. Bring the legs up. We're going to start with corkscrew down with the hips rooted. So just think down, around, and up, trying to keep shoulders down. And then if you're ready to progress this into that inversion, you take it up, down, around, and immediately start to alternate side to side. Let's do just one more each way. So notice how we're not staying very long in any exercise because they're all pretty intense. They don't demand a lot of repetition. All right, back up we are, feet wide again. Arms are gonna come out into a T if you can. I'm up against a wall, so I'm gonna bend mine. We twist over to the side, bit of rotation, reach opposite hand across to your ankle. 3 pulses, come back upright, switch sides. Try to sit up still in that rotation here. I always have to remind myself of that. I always want to untwist and then sit up. One more. And we're going to turn all the way over onto the belly next for our swan series. So feet are hip width. I like to think about rotating from my hips to bring my toes in towards each other. Hands are going to come wider than the mat here. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale. Pull the heart forward. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. Exhale to lower back. So my feet are staying down. It's my upper and mid back doing the work here to lift myself up. So I'm pulling pubic bone down in opposition. Now you can stay right here. The classical version though is where you come up, shoot the arms out to the side, and do a dive. I'm going to bring hands behind the head just because of space in this room for myself. And you can relax, push it up and over, take a resting pose of choice. If you're going full classical today, you can meet me in Joseph Pilates' version of a child's pose. We're not done yet with prone, so we're going to come back down onto the belly. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. It's okay if you need to bring your hands wide to be able to do that and still pull the pubic bone down to the mat. So bring one leg up, 2 pulses, switch sides. You're trying to really lift the belly up off of the mat here. Keep the shoulders down and keep the upper body still as you find a little hamstring curl. So if you feel like you're bouncing at all, you might just be going a little too hard. It's okay if your range of motion is smaller for this. Let's go one more each way. And then look over to one side. Bring the hands behind the back here. Pull the shoulders down, interlace the fingers. We're going to take both legs in for 2 pulses. And then you extend and reach those arms up. Legs lift. We come down, do it again. Alternating which way you're looking so that you get a little bit of a neck stretch on both sides. Again, trying to eliminate any bounce here. One more each way. Last one. And again, we relax. Take it up and back into that Pilates resting pose, which is kind of like rolling like a ball upside down. All right, we roll back over onto the mat, bringing the feet wide, about hip width, flex the toes, hands come behind the heads, we interlace the fingers here, open up through the chest, neck pull. So it's like your roll up. You exhale, roll all the way up and over. 3 pulses. Sit tall. Round back, bone by bone by bone. So we're finding that articulation through the spine. Also a great opportunity to just go back to that roll up if you need to. Or go for less range of motion. It's okay if you can't get all the way up. That's what Cadillac is for. So you can use springs to help you sit up. And back down we lay. All right, from here, we're moving into another overhead exercise. You are more than welcome to keep your hips down on the mat the whole time. But arms are gonna come down by the sides. We lift the legs up. We bring the hands underneath the hips and we try to hold it up at the top here. One foot will come just above the eyes as you lower the other to the mat, and then you switch sides. High scissors here, getting the chin off of the chest. When I said I wasn't ready for this class today, this is what I meant. These get me every time. Then we take this into bicycle of the legs. I'm trying to tilt my pelvis a little bit down towards the mat to do this. And then try to reverse it. All right, from here we lower as we rotate the hands outside of the hips and bring the feet down for shoulder bridge. Right leg goes up to the ceiling, point the toes. You flex to lower, point to lift. Always the option here, if this is a little bit too high of a bridge for you, to bring the arms down by the sides. Maybe you just go for glute bridges today. Or some other variation of a single leg bridge. Switch, other side. Lift the chin off of the chest. And we bring it all the way down. Rock it up again. There's a lot of up and down, lots of transitions in classical Pilates. Again, arms are ideally out in a T. I'm here today. Twist, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Back through center. Go the other way. So, we're twisting from the waistband. Feet are staying together. If you're feeling one foot slide past the other on the mat as you get deeper in that twist, that means that your hips are assisting you in the twist. Also make sure that your head is just along for the ride. It's our waistband doing the work to twist. So this is one of those exercises that looks easy, but when you understand what you're actually meant to be doing, it makes it a lot harder. All right, speaking of hard exercises, all the way back down we go. We lift the legs up for jackknife, and we lower them back down. So we're in another inversion here. Clearly one that you could omit if you need to, or you could go back to just small little reverse crunches here. Let's go for one more. Excellent. And we roll all the way over on our side for sideline kicks, which everyone loves and hates at the same time. Now, classically, both hands are behind the head, right? This is more advanced. You can always bring that top hand down, though, if you need to. Heels together, toes apart. My feet are flexed. I'm going to point that left leg, lift it up about parallel off the floor. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks behind. And really, it's a kick, bring it back slightly, then back forward, and then reverse that, going back, forward, and back slightly. Again, an exercise that looks easy, but you're trying to keep your hips as still as you possibly can. You got to use your obliques. All right, heels together, toes apart, kick up to the ceiling, lower back down. Thankfully, we're almost done. Bring it forward, up, and around, circles. This is the burn that people talk about in Pilates. This is where you're going to feel it in inner and outer thighs, in the glutes. Reverse the circle. Right? This is where we're going for endurance. There's no pausing. We keep flowing through it. And that was Joseph Pilates' intent, really, is that for everything, you weren't really pausing. All right, back to parallel. Flex the foot. Bring it behind you slightly. Little circles up and around, up and around. Reverse it, up and around, up and around. Excellent. Oh, okay. I'm going to flip over to the other side, so I'm still facing you. We lay all the way back down. You already know the setup. We did it on the other side. Here we go. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks behind. Heels together, toes apart, leg up, flex it down. Point up, flex down. Coordination, it can be difficult. Take it into circles, forward, up, and around. Clicking those heels together, reestablishing our feet-to-seat connection every single time. Reverse it. I'm starting to sweat. Lift it up, hold it back, flex it, up and around, up and around. Super small and controlled, reverse. Okay, I'm on the mat here. This should feel familiar. Remember how we started class? We're gonna take it into our T's or necks. So you exhale to roll up, feet come up to eye level, arms reach up, and then we're gonna take just the upper body down, bring it up. Do that a couple more times, trying to keep the legs lifted. Hold them, lower the legs, lift the legs. All the way down to the mat if you can. Now everything goes down. Everything comes up. One more. Hold it up. Hands come behind you. They can come wide if they need to. Hip circles. These are not enjoyable. I rush through these, trying to keep shoulders down. Oh, and turn around. I think that's just punishment. That one right there. Very hard to stay stable. Arms overhead, legs straight underneath. Pulling the pubic bone down. Lift everything up. Flutter it out. Relax. Take it up and back for another Pilates pose. And then we take it forward into our plank. You can always drop down to your forearms here if needed. Right leg back, push back and forward, switch. So we're lifting one foot and pointing the toes slightly behind us as we shift our weight forward and back here. Chin is off the chest, hips are down. Pause. Right hand comes center. Cross your right leg underneath you. Pivot all the way around. Fingertips face forward. Lift the hips up. You can hold right here, or you can float one leg up, lower down, and switch to the other side. Last two. Last one. Stay up. Buckle the right knee underneath you. Pivot around for kneeling side kicks. Leg comes up. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks back. Working on that endurance, always. Bicycle the leg forward and sweep back. Hello, obliques. Really working to stabilize us now. And bend the knee underneath. Come all the way up and switch sides. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks back. Bicycle it back, forward. Can't talk much. This requires so much concentration, and reverse it. And up. We are in the home stretch now. Hand comes back underneath you. Bring your legs off to the side here. We're going for our side bend. You can always cross one leg over the other. I'm gonna go for stacking my feet, which will make it a little bit harder. We lift all the way up. Whoop. It's okay if you fall out of it. Lower hips, look down, lift and reach. Try to get the work out of the shoulders. It's your hips guiding you up. Really sweating now, last one. Whew. And switch sides. Lots of different modifications for you for side bends, so definitely check out my other videos if this is a challenge for you today. You can always do it on your knees. Last one. Whew. And shake it out. Facing the front of the mat again. Again, because my mat is not quite long enough and I am a long person, I'm scooting a little bit farther forward. Crossing one leg over the other, point the toes. From here, boomerang, we're gonna take it up, down, and overhead. Switch the legs, come back up into a teaser, and then bring the arms behind you, round forward, and pulse. What? I know it's a lot of steps. Lot of concentration, lots of choreography, and lots of chances to find that coordination and balance. Let's go one more each way. Moving back into a rolling like a ball of sorts. We bring the soles of the feet together. We're balancing here. You hold on to your ankles in between your legs. You clap your feet 3 times, roll back, clap the feet 3 times. That's hard to say. Try saying that 10 times fast. This is your seal. Always okay to go for rolling like a ball here instead, but you're challenging yourself to balance on your shoulders for those claps. And sit up. We're gonna go for crab next. So we're sitting crisscross. We're holding on to our ankles. This one's the trickiest for this mat. We're rolling up and over, tucking the head. Roll it back, switch the cross, roll all the way up, do it again. So I am always a little bit mindful here because my mat is not the ideal setup for this. So just be mindful of yourself as you're rolling. Always okay to omit this if you're not quite ready for it. All right, enough of that. Make your way back onto your belly. Last time we'll be here. Bring both feet in, reach back for the tops of the feet with the hands. Lift up, you can hold it or you can take it into rocks here. I am not the most flexible in my back, nor the strongest, so I do not enjoy this one in the slightest. I have to think about pressing my feet back into my hands. That helps me lift up a little higher and relax. Back into that Joseph Pilates child's pose we go. We got one more overhead exercise here. We are so close to the finish now. Arms down, legs up. We lift it up here. Keep one foot up high. As you lower the other leg down, hold on it with both hands. And then in the air, we switch. Control balance. Try and keep hips steady. That leg is up at eye level. I told you, it's advanced. Legs up, arms down, and then we'll roll all the way up. There's an advanced sweaty workout for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave me a like, a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Just a reminder, you can always check out my beginner and intermediate March Madness flows. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see next. Where are we in terms of our levels? How can I help you best so that you can progress up to this advanced flow? All right, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time on the mat.